Thank you for watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Gracias por mirar. Today I am discussing, and this topic is from a subscriber. So I did a short, and then another subscriber kind of went in on me and then wanted more details. Okay. So that's how the episodes are coming about. So I love y'all tuning in to your daily tips. So my daily tip was don't be afraid to downsize. So the person who is not open, who doesn't have an open mind, she thought I only meant about the size of your dwelling, because she was like, everybody don't want a 2-bedroom townhouse. Everybody don't want a small kitchen. Everybody to reference where I live. So she says some people and can afford a 4-bedroom villa. So some people want to have, I said, look, lady, go forward, have your 4-bedroom villa. But in that instance, I was not talking about the size of the dwelling. We were actually having a discussion with one of our subscribers who just recently moved here. And I was at her house. She's showing me the villa, and they have a villa, 4-bedroom. They showing me the villa, and we went to the master. On the floor were over 30 pairs of shoes. I have probably, I think maybe 8 or 9 pairs of shoes. And probably in the last year, I've worn maybe 4. And so you don't have to be very conscious to wear the other shoes because I got them. You know what I'm saying? So that is what the downsizing tip came about, saying don't be afraid to get rid of stuff. If you're not going to be wearing all of that stuff, because you have 5 pair of stilettos and you live in Punta Cana, unless you are a Punta Cana socialite and you're being invited to everything, and you have a busy social calendar, you're probably not going to wear 5 pairs of stilettos, 30 pairs of shoes. I don't care what you're doing. So that's why I said don't be afraid to downsize, because it's not just about the size of the dwelling, right? It's about if you're moving abroad, you're going to a new country, even if you're going and moving to a place as big as your place, but if you're having a lifestyle change, are you doing all the same things that you would be doing in your home country? So another subscriber, she moved here. Y'all, this is so funny because she moved from Louisiana, and she was the hostess with the mostest, right? So she had all kinds of charcuterie boards. She had place settings for 30, because she would host Thanksgiving at her home, Christmas at her home. So, well, they actually did downsize to a smaller place here in the Dominican Republic. But I said, are you still going to be hosting parties of 30? Are you still going to need 7 different charcuterie boards? Are you going to, are you starting a catering business? So I was just trying to figure it out. If the answer is no to those questions, then you don't need to bring that many charcuterie boards. You don't need to bring a place setting set for a party of 30. So you got to be willing. You got to be brave and courageous, and know that I'm never going to use these things again. So why am I taking all of this stuff with me? Same thing with clothes. Y'all see me in workout clothes so much because we are in the islands, and this is what we wear. I literally have more swimsuits and workout clothes than I do long sleeves, and I do jeans, because that's not my lifestyle anymore. So I tell everybody, keep a few things if you're going back and forth to the States. If your home country is gonna be cold, keep a winter coat. But at a minimum, you don't need to keep all 4 of your fur coats if you're moving to the Caribbean. Keep one and then put it in a nice storage so that it won't, whatever you have to do for fur. I don't own a real fur, sorry y'all. But whatever you have to do to maintain your real fur coat, keep one. So that is where I am talking about downsizing. So the people that thought I only meant about the size of your home, the size of your dwelling, no, it's across the board. You don't need 5, 4, 3 cookware sets. You don't need 7 charcuterie boards. You don't need 30 pairs of shoes. You don't need what else, Devin? 15 pairs of jeans. So that's what we're talking about, downsizing. And another thing that I had to really think about myself was my bedding. Okay, because I wanted to keep all of my beautiful handmade quilts that my grandmother did for me, but we use a bedding, a quilt actually cover like 3 months out of 12. And so I'm not mixing it. I'm not switching out so many times like I would in the States. And I don't have the space because I did actually downsize my dwelling. So I had to say, okay, I'm definitely not going to get rid of something my grandmother made for me. I'm going to pass it down. So guys, this is an opportunity now to say, if you have those kind of things that are precious to you, that you want to keep in the family, instead of waiting and putting it in a will and, for somebody to enjoy once you are gone, let them enjoy it now. I passed down one of my quilts to my niece. I gave one to my aunt that wanted one, and I gave one to my brother. And so everybody's enjoying them because I didn't have the space to, but they're still in the family. So those of you that oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family, because a lifestyle change comes with more than just inside the house. Lifestyle change comes with so many different things, and then with your new environment, you may want to start collecting, different things in the islands or different things. A lot of you are gone to Thailand. You might want to start collecting things out of Asian, culture, different things like that. So you got to leave yourself for some room to bring in some new things, even with clothes. Like we had to downsize clothes and we got rid of stuff that was too hot, thick cotton. I like all cotton ain't created equal. Dry fit stuff. We had to get rid of a lot of dark black and burgundy stuff, but we don't wear, in the islands because it doesn't fit. So make space to bring in your pink and your yellow and your baby blue, different things that your happy colors. That's what they make me feel good. So it's just like so many different things. And even with Bella, y'all, we had a dog. Y'all know we got Bella. So Bella had probably 20 toys. Bella is 10 years old. Bella will roll her eyes at you if you try to put a squeaky toy in front of her. She gonna take it, throw it up in the air, and walk away. She don't even wait for it to hit the ground. She'll toss it and go. And then we had all these balls. We had all these different fancy collars. We all had made with Bella name on the studs and for different occasions, different events. Bella literally enjoys 2 events, 3 events: going to the pool, going to the beach, playing in the garden. Those are 3 events. She got golf balls, tennis balls laying out here. And what does she play with? Coconuts. That's it. Coconuts is already on the ground. So even with Bella, y'all, we had to downsize and give away some of her toys, take them to the shelter, give them to, the rescue units, rescue places, so they can have things for the dogs. And even here, when our groomer puts the cute stuff on Bella, and send her home, I send her right back the next visit, so that he can have, for people who really can appreciate and have the space and, and want those type of things. So I like to try to keep my space for things that I'm truly using now. And we realized when we moved here, we had like, 6 or 7 different play sets, like some for 4, some for 6, some for 8, different. So now we still have more than what we need. We have like 3 because we have our wedding china we kept. Then we have one that's just really, really pretty. And then we have our everyday all white set that we have, which we use on a daily basis. And that's really all that we use. We don't use no china, y'all, wedding china from 30 years ago. It's beautiful. It's still, a classic piece. But we don't have those kind of parties here in the Caribbean. Then cups, thermos, Oh my God, we had so many. So it was like, share, give it one to your gardener, pass them along, because we have our favorite ones that we use. So when we talk about downsizing, oh y'all got to downsize. And men, if you are retired, truly retired, and you're not coming over here and building cabinets, do you need that what's that thing called, that big old board with the saw on the board to cut wood? Y'all know what I'm talking about, that thing. That if you're not going to be using that profession where you're moving to, then you probably need to go ahead and sell all of those big tools. Keep your hand power tools, because if you're a handyman and do it yourself, you're going to have some projects, you're going to want to do some things yourself. But the really big things, let it go. Don't be afraid to downsize and let that stuff go. Those of you that have table full of different makeups and concealers and foundations, think about the climate that you're going to. So let's say you come to the Dominican Republic. You're going to want the lightest possible foundation and concealer. If you feel like you still need your makeup every day, start to narrow that down for the climate that you're going to be in. Have your day look, have your evening look, have your glam look. 3 looks. Narrow that stuff down. Get rid of the rest of that makeup. Pass it on. Take it to a girls' center of young girls that can't afford your expensive Sephora, Ulta, I forgot the other names because y'all know I don't wear makeup. But pass that stuff along to people that can really use it and that would appreciate it and enjoy it. That's all I'm saying. So for the lady that wanted to go in on me because she thought downsizing with her little pea brain only meant dwellings, no, downsizing covers a whole array of things. And so now that's something for you all to think about when you get ready to move abroad. You don't need every single thing that you have as if you're doing a lifestyle change or if you're truly retiring. Okay. I got that on my chest. I answered the question. People said, dig deeper, go deeper. These daily tips are leaving me wanting more. So I gave you more. Okay, you guys. And then, like I said, don't be afraid to change and look. Change my hair. I'm growing my hair, y'all. Y'all asked me about my bald head and what was I doing because you saw my afro. I'm growing my hair out this year because I like change. We should all be okay with change and scaling back and doing something different. Okay, reinvent yourselves, reinvent your lifestyle, reinvent your personality. If your old one sucks, do all of that good stuff. Okay, and don't what? Forget to what? Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the comments, turn on your notification bell so you can get your daily tip of the day from a true expat who lives here full time, 6 years plus now. All right, that's it. Regular episodes are every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all tomorrow.